Hello people, this is Chits and Cats. There is a cat sitting right here and it's in the house. So today I got a parcel with two games from the friends at Brave New World in Germany. I talked about these games and I was going to order them last week, so this will not come as a surprise to you. Here we have Israeli Independence by Victory Point Games, which is also a siege based game, and it's the first in a series of games. I think the second installment of this series is Zulus on the Ramparts, which I showed last week, which I've played 7 times so far. I've only managed 1 win, so again, Sharon, if you're thinking about replayability, I've only won once. So it's actually, each game of Zulus on the Ramparts is different from the previous one. Even strategies that I thought would work always don't always work. So it's a really good game, just to reiterate this, and in order to get you to buy it. So Israeli Independence is a very simple game. I'm told it's there is a lovely playthrough by Stuka Joe. Please go and visit his channel, watch his videos. They are fabulous. Raid on San Nazaire is like a thriller. The way he's played this game, it's brilliant. And he also played this game, and there's a little playthrough of one session, and I think it took him 12 minutes to, I don't know, I think he may even have lost. I'm not quite sure. What is that cat doing? Okay. So looking forward to playing this. This is for you, Marco. Ottoman Sunset. And yes, it's sunset, it's not sunrise. Apologies, I kept calling it sunrise during the other video that I made, and this is the boxed edition. So I'm going to open this box to see what's inside. I'm told that all Victory Point box sets come in a red box, so this is the red box. And also I would like to point out, I'm really addicted to Victory Point games now. It's a very nice sturdy box. I like this. And here is the, I really like this, the Hagia Sophia, I guess. And here we have this chap. Here is Lawrence of Arabia. Here we have the young Churchill, Mustafa Kemal, and Enver Pasha. So I really like the box set art. Yeah, really lovely. So this is the famous Victory Point Games red box. We open it. What do we get? We get the manual. Clocks in at 21 pages, including designer notes and an example of play. So, and it's got pictures as well. I love it when they provide pictures. Very nice. Oh, here's a picture of the box set edition of Zulus on the Ramparts. Sharon, maybe you should get this because it looks fantastic. Deck of cards. Very sturdy. Love them. Very, very nice. And a bag. Comes in a baggie, so that's good. 3 baggies. Oh, 1 die. Round house. Oh, that's a game thingamabob. We don't need this. The counters, very nice, very thick, very sturdy. Love them. Can't do anything with them just now because I need to copy them first. Scan them first, just in case I lose one of them. or 10. Aha, aha. Ooh, and here comes the map. Oh, I'm all excited because this is interesting. This is actually a map that acts like a jigsaw puzzle. That's new. I've never seen anything like this. Maybe I should get out more. And here we have more baggies. Put them in there. So that's the jigsaw puzzle type map. And this seems to be a Baghdad Railway. This is also a part of the map, I guess. So let's see, is this maybe the same map, just in different... Ah, ooh, very nice. Now this is really interesting. It's the same map, it seems, but one is the paper version and the other one is the cardboard version of it. Wow, that is actually very good, because if you want, you can actually play this as if it was the Ziploc edition. If you don't want to break out this lovely map, because maybe handling the pieces is going to wear them down a little, you can always use the paper map. This is brilliant. Seriously? Wow, this is ace. Great. Thanks Victory Point Games for supplying the same map twice in 2 different formats. This is great. Brilliant. I'm going to put this all back in the bag, in the box, sorry. So now we're going to open, what goes in here, nice die. So now we're going to open this Ziploc bag of Israeli independence. Here we have the cards. Very nice. I mean, these cards are again different from the ones that came with my Zulus on the ramparts. The quality is definitely different and better. This is the rule set of Israeli independence. So this is the rules, and this is an example of play. Very good. This is oh, sorry, these are the counters. This is the map, and yes, indeed, there is only this one map. This is information about Victory Point Games, which I will actually read later. I really love this company. Okay. Some information about other games, which I have to check out. And this is the back of the game, basically. Okay, so that's all that's in the bag. That's what we expected to find. And what I really like, they have these teeny tiny dice. I mean, this is like smaller than the tip of my pinky. This is a teeny tiny die. I love those dice. Okay. So, yeah, goes back in the bag. But we don't stop here. Ladies and gentlemen, I also have another game for tonight that I want to... I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to do an unboxing. Because it's in shrink wrap and it's a bigger game, and I'm not going to unwrap this here on my sofa without ceremony, because it is a special game that I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I've also had it since last February. Close this somehow. I got this. You know, I really enjoy packing up games well. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want the components to suffer. Sorry, bear with me a second. Yeah. Okay. So, for also very good historical reasons, I give you Blood and Roses, Men of Iron, Volume 3. Now, the Men of Iron series is the series that introduced me to proper Hex Encounter war games, because it's the series which also contains the game Infidel, which was my first Hex Encounter war game. I played it numerous times and I made endless videos about it, and I thought it was just awesome. Now, the Blood and Roses is the battles in the Wars of the Roses, so that's the 15th century. The Yorks and the Lancastrians fighting each other. And this particular one is, solitaire suitability is 8, so that's very high, and complexity is medium, 4 on a scale of 1 to 9 each. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles, and of course, why is it so historically apt to look at this today? As you may know, King Richard III was buried in Leicester Cathedral last week, 530 years after his death at the Battle of, or almost 530 years after his death at the Battle of Bosworth. He's the guy with the kingdom for a horse, and he's also the infamous alleged murderer of the 2 princes in the Tower. The princes, his nephews, and one of them was the future king, Henry V. Edward V was 12 years old, and he got the kids just vanished. Nobody ever saw them again, and it's been alleged that King Richard III, their uncle, had them killed. We will never know what happened. I have my own opinion about this, which I'm not going to share because I don't want to spark a controversy about this. Or maybe I do want to spark a controversy about this. Basically, I do think that he knew something about it, and I do think that if he didn't kill them himself, it's highly strange that he never even mentioned them, that he never tried to find out what happened to them, that he never, that their fate was never discussed, that he didn't try to produce the bodies, that he never said, oh, oops, they're gone and I don't know where they are. It's just like they never existed. That's a bit weird, but I won't go into much detail. It's a very fascinating topic, actually. So I'm really looking forward to this. I know because I watched Marco's review of War Games 2014 yesterday evening, that this is also in his top 10 for 2014. Like I said, I haven't played it, but I know GMT. They make great games. I know this series. It's a great series. I love the topic. I love history. I love English history. And I'm a Ricardian. I really think that regardless of Richard III may or may not have done to the princes in the Tower, he has been terribly maligned by the Tudors, and he's also supposedly the last English king to fall in a battle. So after his death, the English monarchs tended to stay well away from the front lines and sent everybody else to die. So he was really one of the last kings in England to put himself in harm's way in order to fight for his own cause, to fight for whatever he thought was right, rather than just sending in the troops and waiting you know, at the back of the battle, or even maybe not being there, but sending other people out. And I think um, I have been thinking about the question of what is a warrior as opposed to what is a soldier. And I think he is probably the last English warrior king that we had, and after that, all of the monarchs let other people do the fighting for them, and so he fought for what he believed in, and he lost. The Plantagenets lost the throne. The Tudors came in, and it was the end of an era, really. I thought he was always a little bit, maligned, shall we say. I think that there was quite a lot of stuff being talked about him, being said about him, which was simply wrong. Even, down to, describing him describing his appearance in very negative terms. I mean, calling him the hunchback, which wasn't true. I mean, it is true. We know, because we know his skeleton. We saw his skeleton in 2012, and it's been looked at for 3 years and checked over. We know that he had a spine problem. His spine was not aligned. It was curved. So one of his shoulders would have been a little bit higher than the other, but he was by no means a hunchback. He was by no means deformed. It's not like he was as horrible looking as people were making him out to be. And they have done facial reconstruction on the skull, and it turns out that the skull and the reconstructed face actually resemble his portraits quite a lot. So his portraits are actually very accurate, and he is not a bad looking man at all. It's this whole sinister mean that was ascribed to him, and people saying, well, he looked horrible. He didn't. He may have, given people dirty looks, but he definitely wasn't ugly, and he definitely wasn't deformed. And so I think he was the victim of a very evil campaign to assassinate his character, basically, which is understandable. Somebody else comes in, they kill the king, they take over the throne, different family, the Tudors, as opposed to the Plantagenets. Of course, you do say that your predecessor was horrible, and it's understandable, it's politics, but he's probably one of the most misunderstood characters in English history. So I still believe that probably when I play this, he will die at the end of Bosworth, because that's the historical outcome. So yeah, we will not cheat, but I think this is going to be a really interesting game to play, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, complexity medium, at the bottom of medium, so 4 out of a scale of 9, so that's pretty manageable. Okay, so have a lovely evening.